Using a baby bouncer with your baby. Okay, first of all, there's several types of baby bouncers. But second of all, we have these reels just showing up on how to entertain our babies. We have to take a couple of steps back, first of all. I get it that probably every child in this world has been in a bouncer. But what you have to consider, again, in my age, a baby swing or a bouncer was not electronic. Someone had to crank it, to wind it. It didn't even have batteries, right? So I remember my mom even saying that she had bought a swing, and she's like, after the third time of getting up, I'm like, why? I might as well hold my child. And so, but now they're all electronic. And worse, they have vibration, okay? So, no vibration, period, the end. Don't use this set. If you're going to put your child in it, I get it. You have to make dinner, go take a shower. You want a safe place for your child. That's about the only time that you want to use, and more so a swing, or even a bassinet where your child can lay down. Now, everyone will say, well, my child can't see. Guys, we all need a moment just to chill out and not necessarily focus. But the bouncer that I'm talking about, this poor child, first of all, is going at this speed. That's running. A baby's not running. Second of all, they're going like this. Now, in this kind of situation, can this baby see you? When is it going to stabilize and go, hey, Mom, what are you doing? You're dancing like Ellen, or anything to do like that, right? So you can't see a baby move and say that is functional movement, that is developmental movement. Just because a child is moving doesn't mean that creates a function. Now, in this movement, this is where I'm saying this is integrating the muscles completely different to what they need to do. There's not one movement that the baby needs to work with something like that. If anything, this is distracting to you because I'm doing it. So it's got to stop. You've got a baby in a 5-point harness. Now, second of all, you have to evaluate every baby that is born on this earth. The newborn movement assessment is a really simple way of doing it. It's free. But again, if a child has torticollis, a child has weak core support, all of those kind of things, they're showing issues of tone, anything that you're showing a developmental deviation, they shouldn't be in any kind of contraption. And the thing is, the more the baby has issues, the more we want to prop them. This is a concern for me because when you're propping a baby, when you're using external devices for your child, you're saying, I have a problem, right? And so, and I get it that people go, oh, they want to see the world. They want to do all of that. There'll be time for that, right? But right now you can't be doing those kind of things for your child. So, and then when they're like this, where's the midline? Right? You're making a midline like you wouldn't believe. So later when you're like, my baby can't crawl. No, because you're giving them the sensory input that this somehow is okay to their being, and it's not okay to their being. A baby can't say like, what the heck? I love to do roller coasters, let's say, right? You might not. And so for me to just say, well, because I can do a roller coaster, you should do a roller coaster. And you're going to be like, I'm not going on a roller coaster. Your baby can't do those kind of things. That kind of baby bouncer is like not only putting the child on a roller coaster, but it's putting them on a roller coaster and a bouncer. And I don't mean to giggle. It's concerning to me because people jazz it with music and so forth. And what's worse is people go, I'm going to do that with my baby. And this is the killer. So first of all, is your baby on track for development? If the answer is no, there should be no contraption like that, because now it can become a movement threat. What's a movement threat? If I'm going to fall, I'm going to brace for impact, right? So you're kicking in a vestibular system into it in an infant that shouldn't exist. I am not bracing, you know what I mean? If I'm doing something like this, this poor baby is just like, this thing's gonna catapult me out. And I know that they don't have the cognitive aware enough to do all that, but their muscles are just like so you're setting in tone with this child that is that. And when I see a lot of these things, what do they say? It vibrates, it gives a parental experience. No, I don't sit there and vibrate with my child to give him that tone. When I'm with my child, I'm here, I have weight transfer, so I'm putting weight transfer into my child. They're not on a 5-point harness. I'm able to feel their body that, oh, they're going to sleep, or, oh, they're getting hungry, all of those kind of things. And you don't get that kind of neurofeedback from them to you when you're not holding them. And again, guys, I'm not saying hold your baby 24/7. The best thing you can give your baby is a blanket and a child, right? And I'm not here to offend anybody, right? But we have to learn education. And the biggest thing is that most of us don't understand what a true milestone is. I've spent years now putting that out. All the webinars, I've got my questionnaires, all of these kind of things. You can assess your baby through movement lesson in 3 seconds. So you have to understand what a milestone is before you're getting into a situation where you don't want your child going into, because they are not sitting there going, oh, that rolling over thing, I think I'm going to get it today. Now, I might say that when I'm golfing. I can watch a reel and say, okay, I need to slow up my swing, or I have to watch my right arm or my left, and I can make those calculated movements, right? They might not always come out great, but at least I can think, process, and put them through my body. This doesn't happen through our children, right? So our children should, yes, develop naturally. A bouncer is not made by nature. And the vibration and rotation that we go off of is from the planet Earth. The more and more that you separate with equipment from your child, from the grounding of the earth into this, and I'm not talking, grounding energy, blue light. I'm talking about, right now I'm spinning about 900 miles an hour. We don't take in the physics of our atmosphere and everything that goes on into account. That's very, very important with our children. So please, I'm not here to say just don't do it. I'm here to explain why that's not optimal for your child and what can be causing. Also, when you threaten a child's movements, you're going to threaten their whole development, because everything that they do starts from day one. And it's really important that we take that into consideration. So a baby bouncer, again, they're not all created equal, just like all carriers. When people say, which one would I recommend what's best for your child, but first your child has to be evaluated. Put it this way, if I go into your car, am I going to adjust the seat to my likings? Am I going to adjust the mirrors to my likings? If I'm 7'1" versus 5'6", can I do the same car? Those kind of conversations are logical. We're not using that kind of logic with our infants. And we really need to protect them better and offer them better stimuli so they can be the best they can be and not have to make up time. Because when they have to make up time, then that time is coming into you. Thanks.